socially, there are many ways you can be a father and not a husband. There is the good, the ugly, and then there is the bad. It's not everybody that must marry. However, he has to be very sure. Let it not be that it is fear, trauma, or pain, fear that is bringing him to this point.
Hello, everyone. You're welcome back to another question and answer session with A.A. Michelia, the author of the book Discerning the Red Flags Before You Say I Do. Today, we'll be answering one of the questions from the anonymous question links we sent earlier. Don't forget to send your own question, but for today, I'll read our question for the day. It goes like this. Hello. Please, I'm in my 20s and honestly, I don't see the need to marry. But I would love to be a father someday, but never a husband. What do you suggest? Because I think there is nothing for me, but I want kids. I don't think there is anything good that marriage can give me that I can't find somewhere else. If there is, please, I would like to know. So much to add, but that's basically it. Thanks.
All right. Um, when you see a question like that, and I want to appreciate the person for being sincere with that question to open up. But let me start like this: when you see somebody asking a question with this tune, it's beyond the question. There might be a lot of factors that caused him to arrive at this particular spot. Experiences, environment, that is things he have seen, things he have heard either directly from his family or the families he has observed around him. So, we will try to attempt the question. However, I will advise that the person should have a proper time to sit with his mentor, his pastor, or somebody that he respects so that they can talk heart to heart. Somebody don't want to be a husband, don't see the need to be a husband, but want to be a father.
Yes, sir.
To me, I feel you cannot want to swim in an ocean and don't want your body to get wet. I don't see why it's like that. I don't see a reason why a student would want to be given a certificate as a medical doctor but don't want to go through the process, the legal process of what makes somebody a doctor.
Yes, sir.
You want to be a good mechanic, but you don't want to go and sit down and learn what it means to be a good mechanic. Now, socially, there are many ways you can be a father and not a husband. There is the good, the ugly, and then there is the bad. The first point, I have seen people in the world, out of their selfish desires, pride, and arrogance, low self esteem, especially those people that are narcissistic in nature. A woman gets a common or neutral man somewhere, gets her impregnated, and the man is gone forever, which most times that doesn't end well because somehow, tomorrow the child will ask for his father.
Yes, sir.
Somehow the child become president, and then though the man seems that he just left, but actually he left and turned to look at where you're going to because there's a possibility of a future. So that's why you see sometimes a man is dead and suddenly strange sons and daughters and women appears, or vice versa. So people that does do that, there is nothing evil that will always end well. It's not possible. But I've seen women, especially women, that get a man on the street just impregnate them. Or I've seen cases where she went to the club and decided to get drunk intentionally, and the man intentionally, but the man didn't even know that that contact they had, she was pregnant. But to her, she did it deliberately. Let me just get somebody nice, fine, handsome, get me pregnant and stuff like that. It never ends well. Um, I have seen other part where women, but actually, is women. However, I'm seeing from a man now, because a woman can do certain things because she has certain formation that a man doesn't have. For example, he's a man. Would he go now, let them go and rape him so that, or sleep with him so that he will become pregnant? No. So, but I've seen women also do what they call IVF, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, so they just go buy sperm or whatever, a man, whatever they extract, and then they put in their stomach, no contact, and then they have baby. A man cannot do that. So, the only way I can answer him to suit what he wants is that it's not everybody that must marry. Even in scriptures, we have eunuch. There are people that are not meant to marry. However, he has to be very sure. Let it not be that it is fear, trauma, or pain, fear that is bringing him to this point. If he's very sure that these are not, and he has confirmed that it is the will of God for him not to marry, then fine. You don't have to give birth to a child to raise a child. We have a lot of orphanages around. We have a lot of babies that are dumped. We have a lot of such kind of organizations that handle some of these things. Social, what do they call them? You can go there, adopt a baby, train the baby, adopt him to be your son. Even as Christians, the Bible said that Christ has adopted us, where he is the firstborn among many brethren. So adopt a baby and take care of. But I don't know how he's planning that to happen. Is it to get a lady just impregnate and collect the baby? No woman will want to do that. And even if the woman does that, it will not always end well. The safest thing, if he's sure he's not meant to marry, is that go and adopt a child and take care of the child and trust that you treat the child as you should be. But any way outside that is wrong and is a sin. You cannot want to enter an ocean and not get wet. It's not possible. The only legal way, if he decides not to marry, is adopt a baby. But not the other way around. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for answering that question. I hope the person who asked this question watches this video, gets to learn, and ask more questions through the anonymous link that will be at the comment section. You can ask your questions as well so that others will get to learn and you will share your own ideas. Thank you so much for watching this video to the end. Don't forget to buy the book Discerning the Red Flags Before You Say I Do, to save yourself from asking most of these questions by going through every chapter of the book. See you on our next video. Thank you.